call it to order and then we'll.
So we'll call the meeting of Columbia County Water District and Sewer District number 1 as far as Board of Commissioners, bring it to order. We have a few items on the agenda. First thing that we'll do is we'll open the public hearing associated with the rate change for Water District number 1. Okay. Any comments from any public? Just for the folks that are here, the county was notified by the town of Greenport that they're going to be increasing their rates by 15% come January 1, 2025. So in order to keep up with that, we will need to increase our rates because obviously that's where we're getting our water from, is the Mount Ida water supply. So the current in-district rate is $12.02 per thousand. So that'll be increasing. It's a 15% increase that we're proposing, and that would increase the rate for water to $14.05 per thousand. So if there are no members from the public that have any comments, and since there are no members here, I'll take a motion to close the public hearing.
I'll make that motion.
Second, all in favor? Excellent. Then take a vote from the committee members to approve the increase to $14.05 for 2025.
Rocket.
So we just need a motion in.
Yeah, just need a vote.
I'll make the motion.
Oh, we didn't do the motion on? Oh, we did the motion on public closing. I'm sorry.
Right.
My apologies.
This is raising
A
the.
second for raising the rates.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Want me to turn it over to the chairman? Okay.
Pat had to leave, he has to leave at 2, so.
I just wanted to make sure get any votes
All right.
over.
Nope, that's fine. So the next item that we have has to do with the Stewart's Shop located at the intersection of Route 66 and 9H. So if you were, for those that were on the committee, I think it's 2 years now, they've come before the committee and requested connection into the sewer, which we did grant at the county level, and town of Greenport also granted that. So one of the things that they're running into on the water end is they would like to have the water extended now. They didn't do that originally, but they want to do it now. One of the problems that they're running into is they have a private water supply. As a private water supply, they have their own well. My apologies. They have their own well, but it's a public water supply. As a public water supply, they have to treat that, which means they have got an entire room that consists of various filters, various UV equipment, but then those filters have to backwash. And when they're backwashing, that backwash is going into the sewer system, and they're paying a premium for that backwash, even though generally speaking, it's not really dirty. So what they would like to do is they run through their financials, and they realize that if they could actually save a little bit of money by connecting to the water system and not have to deal with the upkeep as far as those filters. So they've requested to do that connection. That would include any capital improvement to get the water from where it currently is, getting it to their shop. So currently there's a hydrant located on the backside of the Dodge dealership, located on the east side of 66. They intend on bringing that 6-inch line underneath 9H, putting a hydrant and making a connection into their building from that location. I've received a set of plans. We will be reviewing that in detail. One of the things that I'm going to have them modify is to provide for a T intersection, as well as 2 valves on that T. So that way, in the future, if we ever do run 12-inch lines up 9H, that we can extend the water as well. Okay, but that would be again on their dime. So we're proposing that. I did reach out to the town of Greenport, and I did receive correspondence back from James Rudke indicating that the town of Greenport has no issues and they approved the connection as well. So again, that's one of the things that we had to make sure gets taken care of.
Now they're gonna give you an easement all the way over to the.
Yeah, so yes, they will, correct. They will be giving us an easement that we're making their responsibility. to obtain that easement and provide it to us. In looking at and doing some additional research, they are going to need to go and actually provide a larger easement because the county actually never had an easement for that spur that comes behind the Dodge dealership. So we're gonna get it over that entire property.
Does the county even own that? Or is that spur?
No, the county does own that. The county, yeah, the county does own that. That's part of their system because there's a shut off right at the property line.
Okay,
That then
the county
goes
owns their
to-
property.
Were they proposing to do part plastic and part ductile?
Yes, they are.
Is that,
I'm not
who
crazy
makes
about,
that call?
we do. So right now, the entire system that we have is PVC.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, unfortunately. That being said, I'm not crazy because they want to do directional drilling with the PVC, which I'm not crazy about. I'd rather see them do HDPE
Right.
as far as the directional drilling, which I don't have an issue with, but I'm not really enthusiastic about utilizing PVC for directional drilling.
And who has to get do we need to get the DOT
No.
permit because it's our system?
No, they get, because what's going to take place is they are going to get the DOT permit. They're going to go through all of the permitting through New York State DOT, Department of Health as well, since it's a modification to the distribution system. They're going to have to provide whatever performance bond on their end associated with the permitting. We oversee the construction, and then ultimately that water line would then get dedicated to the sewer, well, I'm sorry, the water district. My apologies. The county's water district. So ultimately, the county would eventually have control of that. And that would become ours once it's constructed.
You have to put a wire for it, right?
Yes, correct.
Make sure to make the connections.
Well, there's that.
Yeah, because none of the water lines within the Commerce Center have any type of
No case.
trace.
No.
It's a nightmare. Anytime we try to go.
Goes around and find it.
Right.
Goes around and
Yeah,
find it.
exactly. We'll use a backhoe. That's the best metal detector or detector that we have. Unfortunately, if we start digging, we'll find it. So that being said, I just would like to get a vote from the committee to allow them to interconnect into the water district.
I'll make that motion.
George, second.
I mean, in the end, it's good for the district.
Yeah, it provides us also, it gets our water actually to 9H as
That's
well,
what I'm
which I think is a big,
They spent a lot of money putting water lines in.
Yeah.
You want to sell
There's-
water.
It's good for the district overall.
Let it be on their time.
Ray, are you, figuring on going south with, on the N9H or both ways?
so we're gonna have them put in a T, so it's gonna go both north and south.
Okay, so you actually get,
So we can extend it
you get
further to
two
the south.
valves.
Yeah, there'll be two valves.
We don't know what's gonna happen there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I was just wondering if they're gonna do it.
Right.
Let's go both ways.
Correct.
You know, doesn't make sense to go south and all of a sudden all the work's north.
Right, how much lost revenue is that for the sewer district?
Yeah, I took a look at that. Based on the volume, I think we were looking at roughly annually, I think it was like a $10,000 reduction. And I think we'll be able to make that up on the water. Again, I understand that they're two different districts and I know that they're funded separately. But that estimated about 10,000 at this point.
Well, and you know sewage wouldn't be doing it if there wasn't some sort of net.
Right.
Savings,
Yeah.
right? I mean, that's, so can we live with
We
that, right?
can't mix, they're two separate things.
I understand that. I'm saying, can we live with that? You know, even though they're separate.
We're gonna jack up the price in the back end, sewer too, probably eventually.
Yeah, so yeah, exactly. So we'll have to, again, next year, we'll take a look at the sewer district rates and see if we need to make a modification because hopefully by that time Stewart's will be connected and we'll actually be able to see and get real numbers as far as what that impact is.
And if somebody else comes in.
So you have a motion in a second.
Can I get a vote?
All those in favor? Any opposed?
Thank you. I'll just give an update as far as where we are with a couple, projects. And then we can, adjourn from there. So water storage tanks. So water storage tank, county has hired NJ Engineering to, do the design work associated with that. That includes a new updated hydro study associated with, the system. Right now, we're looking to place it on the side hill, on airport property. So that is in the works. That was just approved. We're using ARPA monies, for that design work. In addition to that, we're still in discussions with Amador. Amador is doing their due diligence at this point regarding their potential housing project. We have not heard back from them. They have done a study on the sewer collection system. They went out and they did hydrant flow tests within the system regarding capacities and so forth. Obviously, anything that we do with a water tank could assist in that. So, again, we haven't heard back from them, but my understanding is that they're they're continuing to do their due diligence. I can tell you I'll be approaching the county regarding some of potential additional funding that's available regarding county infrastructure grant. This is a new program that just came out from the state this year. The state is providing $58 million towards infrastructure specific to counties. Okay. And so if the project or grant application is associated with economic development or housing of less than 10 units, then the county could receive up to $500,000 towards offsetting that infrastructure construction cost. If the project is associated with housing of 10 or more units, the county could actually receive up to $1 million. So the concern that I have, I actually sat on a webinar today regarding this. The concern that I have is originally I was thinking about teaming together with Amador because, again, Amador's project has a housing component in addition to their commercial component. The concern I have is that from a timing standpoint, since Amador hasn't gone before planning board, who knows how far that process is.
And you only get one application for the county.
Per year, correct. So I'm reluctant to do that. So what I would rather do is just go for the $500,000 towards offsetting the construction costs of the tank that we're going to be building hopefully next year.
Assuming the housing task force or the housing bank doesn't have a project that they're looking for.
Correct.
Yeah. Exactly.
Well, that's what I said. That's why, that's what I'm proposing. I recognize that there'll be others that'll be pitching other projects as well.
But the other thing that you said too, is something that, Amador could free up and you could have next. I mean,
So
this
right
is
now,
part
yeah,
of the year, like
so
you're
the
saying.
state right now is
Goes to a
indicating,
CDBG too,
Yeah.
right?
yeah, so the state right now is indicating
There's more
that
options
they're
for
hoping to fund this project as well. This program, my apology. This is the first year.
Yeah, it's-
But they are hoping to fund this project or this program in the future as well. So again, we'll keep Amador.
they're really hoping for 5 years is what I'm hearing.
Yes, that's what they reflected today.
Yeah.
So we'll
So it's good to plan ahead like that.
yeah, we'll see if Amador proceeds and they are making progress at the planning level, then we can assist in, doing infrastructure, extending it into their project.
They even have an application.
No, they don't have anything. They're only in their due diligence.
Which, I mean, I think.
That's why I said it
Is
doesn't.
it Cloward?
But again, just the planning process is going to be 2 to 3 years.
Not in Columbia County.
Project of that size,
Water Chatham was that size. For 10 minutes.
so years. Yeah. So that's all I had. Does anybody have anything else?
I appreciate it.
Good. We have to, you guys already did the rates, right?
Yes, we did. Yeah, that was the first thing we did.
There you go.
Boom.
Motion to adjourn.
Let me just introduce myself. I'm Dylan Sikowski. I took over for Laura Sager as the Director of Columbia County Soil and Water. So thanks for having me. Just want to let you know.
Yeah, see it now.
Okay. All right.
The DNA comes out.
There's not a bottle of Chateau Lafitte coming in the middle of that.
Not at this pace.
It's an expensive now too. Adjourned, right? Yes?
So we have a
A
motion,
motion to adjourn?
and we need a second.
Second.
Perfect.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
All right, I got 10 minutes.
Look at